Right, so once we got our body finished, let's adding the neck part. So remember we are in the edit mode, and we are doing this modeling, trying to use just one mesh here. So yeah, so let's try to do that. And I think the shouldery parts need to add a little bit, so I'm going to add another loop card here. I think maybe here. Okay, then I can just get this part up, extrude a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to get this part. Yeah, and just grab it up a little bit, and just give it more kind of layered view. Down and up. Okay, so yeah, get a little bit extrusion. So yeah, get a sense of the muscular, right? And yeah, let's get the head parts, right? So yeah, I think this way is much easier to get extrusion. So what I'm going to do is to just choose maybe this face here, because neck is not a pretty big one. So I'm going to choose this face, tab 3, face selection mode, so maybe this, yeah, this face. And what I'm going to do is to extrude out. So side view, just extrude, and you can get like extrude out, and you can get this that, or just to grab it. Okay, have extrusion, and maybe that, yeah, like this. Just get out like this, and of course you can rotate it, okay, like this, and yeah, let me add more extrusion. So I'm going to just extrude tiny little bit, and then extrude a little bit. Let me just extrude like this, then extrude, and maybe something like this, then extrude like this, and then maybe rotate a tiny little bit, and then extrude like this. Okay, remember I'm not going to 100% yeah, conform to this reference image. One that's dealing with those is let me just get this, rubbing it out a little bit. Okay, so the neck area, and this also be rubbing it out, up, get this out a little bit. You can get over here, yeah, grab it back a little bit, maybe just here. Okay, and of course we need to extrude the front a little bit. So what I'm going to do is to choose the face here, holding shift, I think 3, yeah, and then you can extrude it out. Okay, maybe approximately here, and you can fine tune it by using the box selection and grab it, maybe make it a bit down, grab it, make it a little bit down here. You can get extrusion out like this. Yeah, and of course the front view also need to be adjusted, okay, because yeah, there's some pretty weird shape. Yeah, so I'm going to just box select, get it inside of it, okay, and this part definitely not correct. Get that, move it up. Something like this. Yeah. I think maybe yeah, just need to get inside a little bit. Right. Okay, and of course you can always add more detail. Okay, and yeah, for example, if you think this is a little bit squared, you can add a little bit of roundness. You can just loop cut it here and just fine tuning it. Okay, and yeah, for example, I think this can get it down a tiny bit. This can also grab it down a little bit. Okay, and you can grab it like this. Pretty thick neck, I think. So if you want the neck to get inside a tiny bit, you can do that by grab it a little bit, and this can go inside as well. So grab it. This way, okay. Make sure that we're talking about the same node. Right. Yeah, and of course, you can spend all the time in the Word to fine tune it, but yeah, as I said earlier, it's kind of a balance that you need to come to, and just make sure that you're reaching that balance. So for example, if I think that I need more detail, so I can just adding another loop cut, say over here, and and then adding more things. But of course you can just ignore that and just leave it here. And yeah, I think this can be passed as okay. So I'm just going to leave it here. And if you want to add more, of course you're more than welcome to add more. You can always add loop cuts and yeah, and set it in a certain position, for example here, okay, and you can add more loop cuts, say over here, and the fine tuning here, and of course you can add more loop cuts, say here, right, and then you got more faces, more points for you to play around with, and yeah, it all depends on you. A kind of the guy that you want your character to be. So for example, if I want more detail, I can just grab it inside a tiny bit. And for example, if I want the chin part to extrude, yeah, you can just get this, get it there, get this, okay, and you can do whatever you like. Of course, you can grab it up to make it more, like a but personally, I kind of like this kind of low polyed shape, because yeah, the low polyed shape can be pretty classic ordering. So for example, you want it's kind of an eye socket, you can just grab it, get it inside a tiny bit, okay, and you got some indents, eye socket, yeah, and you can adjust it, okay. You want a mouse, okay, so you can grab it up a little bit, okay, yeah, so you can do all kinds of fine tuning. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it here, because you can spend all the time in the world to do the fine tuning, and which I think is unnecessary. The reason I spend a little bit of time on this head part is that because we have a special ability to recognize the head, and if the head is a little bit weird, sometimes you will notice. Okay, so I spend a little bit more time on that. Of course, you can just skip it, you can get a fairly simple head, and it's totally okay, right? So yeah, and then let's finish some other parts, for example the leg part, the waist part, the arm part, okay.